In the high-stakes arena of tennis, where every serve is a potential game-changer, we're about to dive into tennis emotional breakdown moments. These are the moments when tennis stars go from serving aces to serving up some serious drama on the court. We've got it all. Here are the jaw-dropping tennis emotional breakdown moments ever. Mikhail Yuzhny versus Almagro. During a pivotal moment in the 2008 Sony Ericsson Open in Miami, Nicolas Almagro was deadlocked with Mikhail Yuzhny. Both players tied at one set apiece. Almagro faced the critical task of holding serve to secure victory over his formidable opponent. With a match-saving breakpoint on the line, Yuzhny must have felt a surge of confidence. The tension was palpable as a protracted, nerve-wracking rally unfolded. Yet it was Yuzhny who cracked under the pressure, making an unforced error that sent the ball into the net. Unlike most players who might release their anger by smashing a racket, Yuzhny took a different approach and directed his frustration at himself, striking his head with the racket. The result was a shocking and bloody scene that prompted a medical timeout. The game was at deuce, and Almagro still needed to serve to clinch the match. Whether it was the delay that affected Almagro's focus, or if Yuzhny's unusual self-inflicted blows to the head served as motivation, it was the Russian who mounted a remarkable comeback. He went on to win the match, advancing to the round of 16, leaving spectators in awe of his perseverance and unconventional display of emotions on the court. Serena Williams, 2009 U.S. Open. Serena Williams, after a 5-year struggle, made a resounding return to the tennis scene in the later part of the decade with her triumphant victory at the 2008 U.S. Open. With the opportunity to clinch 3 of the year's 4 major titles and secure back-to-back U.S. Open victories for the first time in her career, Serena faced a formidable challenge in the semifinals against Kim Clijsters. Clijsters, unseeded and unranked, was hardly the expected pushover. Despite her past reputation for faltering in significant matches and a 1-7 head-to-head record against Serena, she frustrated the world number 1 from the outset, blaming the first set. Serena's mounting frustration led to a minor tantrum, resulting in a warning for racket abuse. This was just the beginning. As the tension in the match continued to rise, Serena, attempting to force a tiebreaker at 5-6 in the second set, was shockingly called for a foot fault on a crucial second serve, handing Clijsters 2 match points at 15-40. Serena briefly argued the call but couldn't let it go, launching into an unhinged and venomous rant against the lineswoman, even threatening to shove this ball down your expletive throat. This was an unprecedented and shocking moment in tennis history. The chair umpire penalized Serena with a point penalty for her outburst, and it happened to be on match point, sealing the victory for Clijsters. Robert Kendrick versus Leander Paes. World Team Tennis, a captivating concept that brought together tennis's biggest personalities, was a thrilling display of both the sport's entertainment value and the potential for high-voltage clashes. In a July 2009 match, Paes, with his unique brand of gamesmanship, targeted Robert Kendrick and his entire team. Amidst what was likely a volley of verbal exchanges, the first explosive moment unfolded when Paes fired a scorching volley directly into Kendrick's face. This high-tension move triggered a dramatic sequence, with team managers and the iconic John McEnroe rushing to the same side of the court, ready for a showdown. Kendrick, on the receiving end of Paes' tactics, bided his time for retaliation. In a subsequent turn of events, he unleashed a serve that went wildly off course, heading straight for Paes. The resulting clash led to the ejection of Kendrick's manager Chuck Adams from the match. Murphy Jensen and team member Olga Pushkova also became entangled in the drama. Goran Ivanisevic's legendary Wimbledon victory in 2001. Goran Ivanisevic's Wimbledon 2001 victory is etched in tennis lore. Arriving as a wild card, he had endured the agony of 3 prior All-England club final losses. As he served for the match in the 5th set, the ghost of past finals loomed large. Ivanisevic, resolute, even used the same ball that had delivered an ace earlier. Tears flowed. He dropped to his knees, offered up prayers, his father's watchful gaze, and even a few double faults. But when victory was finally clinched, a torrent of emotions followed. Sobbing, Ivanisevic lay flat on the Wimbledon grass before rising to approach his team. The ensuing group hug was a tapestry of emotional release, marked by tears of joy and relief, a stark contrast to the anguish of past final defeats. After 3 hours of intense battle, tears of joy streamed down Goran's face. This drama had it all: a dream fulfilled, 3 final defeats, a career-defining success, a wildcard entry, a grueling 5-set match, and, to top it off, 2 double faults on match point. It's the epitome of tennis drama and raw emotion. Fernando Gonzalez, Miami Open 2007. In a fiery moment during his 2007 Miami Open match against Radek Stepanek, the passionate Fernando Gonzalez left no doubt about his frustration with his opponent. Throughout the match, it had become evident that Stepanek was deliberately taking his time to disrupt Gonzalez's rhythm, a clear violation of the play to the server's pace rule. While the match was still in its early stages, Gonzalez had reached his breaking point. With Stepanek's slow pace testing his patience, Gonzalez unleashed a searing serve that barely grazed Stepanek's racket and toppled over the net. The ball hung high in the air, presenting an opportunity for a powerful smash, and Fernando seized the moment. He sent the ball hurling directly at Stepanek, striking him on the backside. It was a forceful message that Gonzalez was no longer willing to tolerate any gamesmanship, making it clear that he wouldn't be pushed around any further. Nick Kyrgios, Cincinnati 2019. During his second-round match against Karen Khachanov, which ended in a 6-7, 7-6, 6-2 loss, Kyrgios clashed with chair umpire Fergus Murphy. The dispute began when Murphy refused to grant Kyrgios a bathroom break. Unfazed, Kyrgios decided to go to the bathroom anyway, but not without consequences. In a fit of frustration, he broke 2 rackets and, to add a finishing touch, called Murphy a rather colorful name after the match. Kyrgios also voiced his discontent with the service clock, feeling rushed during his first serves. He vented absolute rubbish, disgrace about Murphy's officiating. He went on to challenge anyone to find footage of Rafa Nadal playing at such a pace, vowing to shut my mouth and never speak again if they could. Kyrgios didn't stop there, labeling Murphy as the worst ref in the game, hands down, and asserting that every time I play, he's doing some stupid stuff. Every time. The fiery episode in Cincinnati once again underlines Kyrgios' penchant for on-court drama and outspoken criticism of umpires. Grigor Dimitrov, Istanbul 2016. In a dramatic showdown at the 2016 Istanbul Open, the Bulgarian tennis maestro Grigor Dimitrov provided tennis fans with an unforgettable spectacle. As the second seed, Dimitrov started strong, taking the first set and building a commanding 5-2 lead in the second. But that's when the match took a thrilling turn. His opponent Diego Schwartzman, ranked 87th in the world, fought back with incredible tenacity, eventually claiming his first ATP title with a score of 6-7, 7-6, 6-0. However, it was Dimitrov's reaction that stole the spotlight. He candidly admitted, "I let myself down. I let my team down. I let my family down with that behavior." In a dramatic twist, Dimitrov began cramping at 5-2 in the second set, which added to his frustration. He graciously acknowledged Schwartzman's remarkable resilience and skill. But what made this match truly unique was Dimitrov's outburst. In a fit of frustration, he smashed not 1, not 2, but 3 rackets, creating a fiery spectacle on the court. The climax came when he broke his 3rd racket while tied at 40-40 in the 6th game of the 3rd set, resulting in a match-ending penalty. John McEnroe, Wimbledon 1981. In the 3rd round of the 1981 Wimbledon Championships, John McEnroe unleashed what is arguably the most renowned display of anger in the annals of sports history. The pivotal moment unfolded as McEnroe unleashed a serve that, to the keen eyes on the court, clearly landed within the lines, leaving a trail of chalk in its wake. However, much to his disbelief, the umpire called the ball out. In a fit of outrage, McEnroe passionately exclaimed, "You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line!"
You cannot be serious!
At this juncture, the fiery American was unwavering, refusing to back down from his stance, and the tennis world watched in awe. The umpire attempted to defend the controversial call, but McEnroe's impassioned rant persisted, becoming one of the most iconic moments in the history of tennis, all sparked by a disputed line call on the hallowed grounds of Wimbledon. While we greatly admire the professionalism displayed by top tennis players, there's no denying that their fiery on-court outbursts provide a unique form of entertainment. These emotional moments, when frustrations boil over, have left an indelible mark on the sport, often becoming the most unforgettable and passionate instances on the tennis court.